And I'm not talking about the beginning of the relationship. I'm talking about when a relationship ends. When they tear up the club, they shut that club down for a while, and then they build it back up, they fix it, they repaint it, then they open it back up to the public after all the damage has been repaired. You have to treat yourself the same way. When a woman wrecks your life, you have to close down shop, fix it all back up, and then after you have gotten rid of all of the damage, then you want to open back up for business so that the next woman that comes to you doesn't know that the last person that engaged you was an excessively toxic woman, because there's no damage there to be seen. That is what you need to be focusing on as men, is to improve your position by detaching yourself from the last negative action before you get into the next action, and make sure that one of the things that you're improving is you're improving your ability to identify a future negative action before it occurs, so that you are not ending up in repetitive bad relationships. Because before we start saying that all women are horrible, because that's not true. We have some princesses out there, we have some queens out there, we have some women that do deserve to be put in that pedestal style scenario. Most of them are taken, but the ones that are not are very hard to find, because the majority of women that are not worth being taken are overshadowing the very rare quantity of women that are worth being taken. And we cannot say that all women are bad. What we can say is that we have to avoid the bad women and then open our mind to the opportunity of the good woman. So by putting a stop to all of the negative engagements, we have to deter from what got us into that negative engagement. And one of the things that put us into that negative engagement was those friends with benefits, random hookups, becoming overly attractive to somebody because they gave you better sex than most of the people that you've ever had, stuff to that effect. Somebody who's available to put it out often, they might be swallowing your junk from the back in the parking lot, and you might be excited by that. Don't be distracted by sex. Men are the prize. They have got to do more than back shots in order to get your attention. They've got to be doing more than clapping cheeks in order to be worth your time. They have got to be an asset to your agenda, not an obstacle, not a barrier or a debt. They are not supposed to add to your stress. They're supposed to find ways to bring you peace, and finding ways to bring a man peace requires a woman to see what stresses a man out and prevent it from happening. So when women say, oh, well, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that, and I shouldn't have to do this and I shouldn't have to do that,